Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. This video, I'm going to try to do my best to just kind of keep it short, give you guys information, and it is pertaining to the Moon, Saturn, and Jupiter conjunction. And this is in relationship to symptoms here. I don't usually do a lot of symptomatic videos because I don't want you guys to focus too much on the symptom or the problem. What we focus on is what becomes, and we're trying to eliminate that in our process, and hopefully you guys have gotten to a point where you know exactly what is taking place, and all you need to know now is why. And when you have that link up and connection, it eases your attention away from the symptom or problem at hand. When we are having any type of symptom, it is because you are being upgraded. Now, having said that, if you think that you have a medical issue, if that is something that you feel necessary to do, please seek medical attention. Okay, so I wanted to, without losing my spot here, I have a lot of tabs open, but anyway. So with Sagittarius, with Jupiter and Saturn and the Moon. The Saturn is associated with the sign of Capricorn. Jupiter is in relationship to the sign of Sagittarius. The Moon, although works with Cancer, works with every single sign because it is in relationship to all that is hidden within. But the Moon is also in relationship to our soul. It is in relationship to the element of silver, or for silver and gold. I talk about that a lot, which turns to the element of Mercury, which is associated with the sexual alchemy part of raising the sacred secretion, which is turning lead into gold, and therefore is associated with the pituitary gland. I'm talking about this, or I'm making this video because I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck today. I know I have been working out. I did a different workout yesterday than I normally do. And yeah, I have some muscle soreness. But areas of my body are very tender. And I actually woke up. It kept me awake a lot last night, tossing and turning and just being in such agony. But it's okay because I know what is taking place. This morning I didn't do a strenuous workout. I did do something. I ended up doing some Pilates and yoga mix there to kind of create that flow still and give. I'm experiencing lots of tightness, like my body just doesn't want to respond. It's not being very flexible. So I have been for maybe a week, almost 2 weeks. I mentioned it in my video, where tenderness between knees. It first began behind my left knee and shifted to the front of my right knee, where it's more so still now off and on at my right knee. So our joints are definitely being upgraded throughout this time frame. Our endocrine system is being upgraded. at this time. So Sagittarius works with your sciatic nerve, but also the pituitary gland, which also, also the liver, the hips, and the thighs. Now, bear with me as I flip from page to page here. The cell salt that is a cord that works with Sagittarius is silica. Silica is within our body. Now, all of these elements are within our body naturally. Some are in lacking, and some can be over in abundance within us, depending on, of course, our balance within ourselves. And as we accumulate all 12 cell salts via the sacred secretion and the process of transmutation, transmutating the energies, or the process of alchemy, whatever you choose to use there, you accumulate all 12. Therefore, you become perfected. This is going to be the time. I don't know, because I haven't reached there all the way. I am at that phase currently in developing all 12 cell salts. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen next week. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Of course, I know, because I am always in alignment with love, I am going to continuously become more of a loving individual. So I know that, and that's all that I am expecting out of this. I know that anything else is the bonus as a result of my continued faith and process in love. Capricorn is associated with the cell salt of, well, calcera phosphoricum, or calcium phosphate. This, just as it sounds, is going to work with your bones, your joints, knees, even your teeth, so the entire framework of your body. This, of course, is going to help you with being able to recover after, if you do break a bone, have an injury, a toothache, or anything that deals with the full structure of your body. Now, going back to Sagittarius and silica, that one is working with the tissues, your skin, and how fast you heal there as well, but also works with your bones. And of course other things, because the liver goes into play here. But if your hips have been kind of feeling tight and restricted, this could be the reason why you are going through that. Now I think I have lost my train of thought here. When we are talking about the pituitary gland, because that is upgrading via the cell salt. And Sagittarius, which is associated with Jupiter. Gotta pause here, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me there. I'm sorry about that. So the pituitary gland, when that is being upgraded, is affecting the full endocrine system. When you go through the endocrine system, you have the thyroid, you have the adrenal glands, you have the pancreas, you have the uterus, you have the ovaries, you have the testicles. But also when the pineal gland is being the pituitary gland is being upgraded, also means that the pineal gland is being upgraded. the thalamus, the hypothalamus, everything is being upgraded. Also, I want you to keep in mind that the vagus nerve is going to be affected in this area as well. So when I talk or explain my symptom, both sides of my neck are very tender. Again, it is just this feeling that I have now is a lot similar to the pain, terrible pain that I used to go through after my auto accident, where the only thing I could say how I felt was, I feel like I have been hit by a Mack truck. My full body, it was a full discomfort, a full stiffness. I felt bruised to the touch, and there were times throughout that entire period to have clothes on my skin was painful. To get into the shower and have the water run on my body was painful. Excuse me. To brush my hair, it was painful. To get a hug from my family was painful. So now I realize that this process has been going on for a long time. But because I stayed within that limited mindset in believing in disease instead of health, and believing in or being a faithless individual instead of faithful, being full of fear instead of being full of love, I was not rising. The elements weren't rising. They weren't being transformed from that negative energy to the positive energy. So I retained. And the cycle continuously flowed within. And I'm just going to talk about a little bit here with the thyroid, because this is an element, or this is an area associated with the Taurus, but it's also going with the endocrine system. Your thyroid affects your heart rate, your breathing, your nervous system, of course, your body weight, your muscles, your menstrual cycles, your ability to maintain a proper body temperature, your cholesterol levels, just to name a few. So you can imagine what we are actually experiencing, or can be experiencing, through not just the 3 days that the moon, Saturn, and Jupiter are in conjunction of each other, but it could also linger, give or take a week or two, depending on who you are, what stages you are at, how you are holding on to energy, how you pick up on things. And I'm still trying to omit the out of my vocabulary. So that's why I have a little bit of distortion here in my speech. I'm still trying to catch myself prior to allowing it to come out. So you could be nauseous. You could be experiencing growing discomfort. I am nauseous. It actually started about an hour ago. You could be a little dizzy, off your balance. Your muscles could be tight and stiff. Your joints can be tight and stiff. You could be experiencing headaches, full body discomfort. That's all that I can say. Yet, hopefully, you are also within a space of love. I, for myself, when I am feeling physically down, I tend to always move because it keeps the body more flexible. Because I remember back after my auto accident that I didn't move very much because, of course, I said, well, it hurt. I'm telling myself, well, then don't move because it hurts when you move. But lack of movement, again, is a negative action that you are not taking, which is only reinforcing the negative mindset that you actually believe in, which, of course, keeps that cycle of limitation and pain within you. So I try to do something, whether if I can get a workout in, I will do a workout. If I can fascia blast, I will fascia blast. If I can get outside, if the weather is nice, I will get outside. So I am definitely going to stay moving as best as I possibly can today, but my heart and my mind are definitely in alignment with peace, with love. I am in complete harmony. It doesn't mean I'm not going to, I don't know what my moment to moment is going to be, how I'm going to react, but for the most part already today, I feel good. And I feel great about the choices that I have made this morning in moving my body. So, but listen to yourself. It's important to listen to yourself and to trust what you are actually choosing. If you choose to rest, be okay that you were lazy, that you vegged out. You have to be okay with your choices, no matter what it is. Don't beat yourself up and say, well, you know what, I should have done this. Because now you're not trusting the choices that you made, which means not trusting the process at all. So I hope this helps in letting you know a little bit about what you may be experiencing and may have already been experiencing for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, whatever it is, because you know a lot of us who are sensitive can already be picking up prior to events. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.